Hello everybody, welcome back to some Lego Star Wars. Oh, picking up where we left off, we're at Maz's castle. What's this? Oh, blue. And where do you need to go? I see. Oh, we gotta plug in multiples, alright. Yeah, time for some more free roam. Collecting shit. We are getting very close to the end of the parts of this that or the part of the movies that I've watched, and we are finally in the last movie that I've actually seen. Oh, nice. Well, if I had known that it worked on that, it said that the upgrade for that did say that, the Breaker Blaster would do more damage. I assumed that was like if I fired it at people. I didn't really think that it would count for the actual like destruction stuff. Not quite sure why I didn't think that, but No, don't lift. Just hold it in your hands. Nope. We have like fucking jumping and shit to do probably to get there. I don't need you falling in the water as you're trying to force it over there. Alright. Well, at least this water isn't deep enough to like kick us out of it and drown us or whatever. Boop. Energized. Been I'm not really sure what I'm going to talk about this part, because like normally during like the Lego, especially like the free roam sections like this, it's usually like like what have I been watching recently and that, but I mean,
Thought the wife asked me for a conversation, so I've flown.
Okay, well, you know what, let's just, yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. That's a data card, but oh, I guess up there somehow. But I mean, I've just basically been rewatching stuff. I haven't really watched anything new recently. I mean, there are some new anime that I'm interested in watching, but they're not out yet, so I haven't started them yet, Or they're not finished yet, so I haven't started them yet. And I mean, I haven't really... Well, I don't even remember. What the hell did I watch last... Oh, right, I watched Rampage last night, but I talked about that in Borderlands. And yeah, I've just been, like, rewatching stuff, so I mean... I don't really know. And I mean, because this is like the free roam, there's not really a whole lot to talk about here either. Because it's like, yeah, I'm gonna jump on here and get the frick. Yeah. Woo! Not really a whole lot to say about that. I have been playing Ship Graveyard Simulator again. And man, the difference between some of the shit in that game. So like, I've talked about it a few times, but just in case you don't know, it basically, the whole point of the game is to take apart ships, It's pretty self-explanatory. It's a ship graveyard. So you go in, you destroy ships, you grab the materials that drop from it, and then generally sell them. You can fill orders, but all that does is just get you money. It does get you a little more money than what you would sell them for, but unless like you happen to have what they need on you, it's not really worth it to like specifically try and fill orders. And then there's no? Oh, I see. And then there's different things you can upgrade. Like you can, okay. Like you can hire other workers. They don't actually help you with the ships, though, which is weird. They instead they just like they just provide you certain resources daily, and like when you go to hire them, it'll tell you which resources they'll bring in. The ones who will bring you in the rarer resources will obviously cost more per day to hire and whatnot. But the fact that they don't really help with the ships makes them, I mean, I don't want to say worthless, but they're fairly worthless. I mean, there's not really, you know,
According to the map,
a good
Moses
reason to
Castle should be
hire
right
them.
here.
Because like, yeah, you can get all that other shit from the boat, from the ships that you're taking apart. And while, you know, you can get access to the workers and have them start bringing it in. And I mean, some of the stuff is fairly rare. So, I mean, you won't get a whole lot of it, especially on, like, the earlier ships, but you still get some. And outside of fulfilling orders, it does help you upgrade stuff, so, you know, it might be useful. But overall, I would say they're not really all that worth it. Outside of the, I think there's an achievement for hiring a certain number of them. And then the only other thing that they do is on some of the bigger ships, you can pull the sides of them off. And to do that, you need to have so many workers. So to pull one side down, you need to have 3 workers. And to pull both sides down, you need to have 6. It doesn't really make much sense because once again, the workers don't actually come and help you. There's just like a big winch and pulley system there, and you walk over to it, and it's like you need 3 workers in order to use this, and it's like, okay, but there's not really any reason behind it, and then when you go to because you just pull the lever and the thing automatically pulls down the damn it, and just slide off of it itself, right? So I mean, like I said, the workers don't even come into play, and then once the side is down, it's down. I mean, you literally just rip the side off the ship and it falls onto the ground. But then when you go to the other side of the ship, it'll tell you that you need 6 workers to do it. 6 total, not 6 more. Although you can hire a total of 9 workers, so even if it was 6 more, you'd still be fine. Yeah, so like even though, like, so even if the workers did come out and help you, it still wouldn't really make sense that you would need 3 more workers to pull down the other side, because once the one side is pulled down. But anyway, I digress. The achievements in the game are basically all take apart 70% of each ship, except for one which I didn't really, I probably knew it, but, you know, forgot. When I was looking through the achievements, there's actually a single one that is actually take apart 90% of the ship, which is kind of weird because, like I said, the rest of them are all, you know, take apart 70%. So it's just kind of odd that, you know, there's the one ship that you apparently need to take apart even more. Now, it doesn't really affect me because I try for the 100% anyway. I don't always get it, mind you. With the smaller ships I do, but I don't think I've actually managed to get to 100% on the large ships. I'm not sure about medium ones. I usually get up to like 97%, 98% or something. And then there's just like, I run around the ship for like a couple minutes. I recheck all of the areas. Usually I don't find it, and then I usually don't find anything. If I do find something, it's not enough to get to the 100%. So then I'm just like, alright, well, I'm not going to waste. I mean, I got the achievement for the ship. I have no need for money. I guess to the point now where when I pull apart the ships and start breaking everything, the only time I actually go back to town is when I need to restock on either explosives or on my cutting torch fuel. That's the only two reasons that I actually go back to town. Mainly because there's zero other reason to go back to town. Okay, so I need 2 up here and 1 down there. Okay. Last one is there. I imagine I could pull the stuff out of the water as well and set them on the buttons, but yeah, so I mean, I'm slowly making my way through there, but oh, I need Grievous back. Like the small ship, right? I'm down. I think I've done all the small ships now, which is a real shame. Because as you can imagine, the small ships don't take as long to tear apart. And when you're at the point that I'm at, where you don't actually need the money and you're just taking it apart, because I like taking them apart. You know, it's one of those just like relaxing things, like when you're playing like a cleanup game or something. You know, it's like, yeah, I don't need to do as good a job as I'm doing, but at the same time, I may as well. And okay. So you know, like I said, I only need to get to 70% for most of the ships, and I still go for the 100 despite not needing more for the achievements. I also don't need more for the okay, what order do I? Okay, so we got yellow. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 yellows. 1, 2, 3, 4 blues. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we got 4 yellow, 4 blue, 4 green, and 4 red. Great. Okay. Is that all that does? I don't understand. I'm assuming it has something to do with this side and that side, but the fact that they aren't the same colors is kind of weird. Alright, so the first one's up, the next 3 are down, the next 2 are up, but then the last 2 are different, but I can't really change them to match then, can I? Okay, so if I do that, then the left red is up, the right red is down. Do that, the right... Oh, wait, no, the other way. The right blue is up, the left blue is down. Then the white ones are... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I see. It's backwards. It's a... Okay. I gotcha. It's a mirror image, which means I need the blue one to go up. Then I need the green one to go up. And then I need the red one to change. I gotcha. But yeah, I'm down to like the last like 4 ships or so. And I had taken a break for a while. But then I needed something quick to play. Which is, you know, is not Hogwarts Legacy. I mean, there is stuff you can do quickly in the game, but I mean, if you just want like a quick, I got like half an hour to play it, you know, you're not going to get very much accomplished in Hogwarts Legacy, so. Okay, I guess I just dropped from above on that one. So I just said fuck it and decided to play that. Yeah. I think the thing that annoys me the most is probably having to return to town in order to resupply in that. Like, because like the it's understandable, because otherwise once you've reached the point that I'm at where you don't need anything besides just getting rid of the ship for that, if it didn't make you go back and resupply, I imagine a lot of people, including me, would probably just like go around and just blow up the entire ship. Like, I'm just gonna place explosive. Unfortunately, you can only place one explosive at a time. So you can't like you can't set up like 5 explosives and then detonate them all at once. Once you place an explosive, you then have to detonate it. Oh, goody. So I mean, but even then it would still be easier. But or to just do it that way instead of actually going around destroying everything. Oh, you dirty rat bastard. Did not want you down there. But that's fine. I'm sure, yeah. But like the, oh, what do you call it now? I even said it earlier. Oh, my cutting torch. That's what that is. To like take the stuff off the walls and that. It's super annoying. Because, for one, you don't really, you have to cut specific parts, which makes sense. And you have to have the cutting torch on it, but it's up to you to control it. So like if you move too fast and your torch goes over it too quickly, it won't cut it. Once again, makes sense. That's how a cutting torch works. It's just that because like it's a video game, you don't really have like the fine control that you need for it. Excuse me, damn. Maybe if you were on a computer, it would be slightly better, but even then, I doubt that it would be hugely better. Okay, well, I have a feeling I was supposed to like work my way around that and not do that, or whatever. But yeah, so like you got to do that, which ends up wasting like a lot more fuel for it than you would want. Okay, well, how the hell do I open that up? Maybe like, but then, yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Now, how the fuck do I get somebody else down here? Oh, the door opens. Hey, Grievous, get your arse down here. Well, it wasn't Grievous, but that's fine. Um, so yeah, you end up wasting a lot more fuel like that. Um, and you know, it's just one of those things where it's like, it would be so much better if instead of forcing the player to control the speed at which it moves, um, just having them target it and then your character cuts through it, you know? Oh, well, you know what? If you had thrown your fucking lightsaber. Oh, I see. Just stop. Okay. That's fine. I need Bane down there anyway. There we go. And what, now he won't target it, really? Well, how the fuck am I supposed to pull that down if I'm not allowed to fucking stand anywhere? There we go. But yeah, so you end up wasting a lot of fuel like that, and then you gotta go back. And there just ends up being so many of those things. Because, like, obviously if you're using a cutting torch and you run out of fuel, you aren't cutting nothing else. But when you have, like, the saw, which also requires a saw blade, obviously, to cut through everything, when that runs out, you can still use the saw. It's just not as good. Like, it just takes longer to cut through everything. But didn't I already... Oh good, she is here. And you know, the only time I ever buy... Oh, I need to glide. The only reason I even buy saw blades is because A, I may as well when I'm back in town buying my fuel. But even then, I buy saw blades, and at this point, because of how much... Alright, nice, I made it. I don't know, I guess because of, like, where I am in it, and the boats and that, there seems to be, like, a significant amount of cutting torch stuff, but very little in the way of, like, saw blade stuff. There's still a lot of, like, smash with hammer stuff, but that's a different thing entirely, and doesn't run out of anything. But yeah, it's a fun game. I enjoy it, but it's also super weird with how they did it. Because as I said, I haven't needed money in that game for fucking ever. Like, I have over $100,000, and I don't need to sell anything, despite paying workers every day.
Here. Sorry for all that business back on Tatooine. Business is business. Speaking of which, if you're interested in another ship, I may have a lead. I've had my eye on an Imperial ship that I could sell for a huge profit, if I could get anywhere near it. You help me with this, and I'll cut you in. What do you say?
Sure, why not?
You know a good deal when you see one. I've identified its patrol route. Meet me there when you're ready, and we'll take it.
Alright. Is this like a go to space thing, or... I mean, it's a ship and a patrol route, so I have to assume that it's like an in-space thing. Speak to Forlong ship, eh? Takodana. Oh, that's where we are. You know, for some reason I thought the Rebel base was on the same planet, and I have no idea why now.
You still coming? I need
Yeah.
a modified Takodana. Don't keep me waiting.
Yeah, you know what? I want to fight this first. It's got a question mark. Oh no, you know what? There's multiple question marks. I'm fine with it. Let's just go talk to the dude. Because I don't think that we've come across any more capital ships as of yet. So even if one did show up, I doubt that it would be one
You
that we didn't
finally
have.
made it. Ready to go take that ship? The Empire will be all...
Yeah, let's go. Oh. Went a little fast. Wow, nope, he's just really slow. But anyway, yeah, like, I've been working on large ships for so long now that that's all I was used to, and then I finally got to a point where there was like another.
The target is an Imperial TIE bomber. May not look much, but this one's brand new. They fetch a pretty penny from the right buyer, as long as we don't damage it.
Well, how exactly do you plan on that working? But anyway, yeah, so like the way it works is you book a ship, they bring it in, and isn't this the bomber? Dude, where are you going?
Well, you asked for this. All ships attack.
Oh, hello. Without damaging the TIE. Okay, so that's got to be the TIE bomber.
What are you fools doing? Destroy them. I am not losing a ship this close to Employee of the Year nominations.
Yeah. There they are. They must not have been after me or something, because normally don't they show up? Yeah. Weird. But anyway, so the way it works is you book a ship, it shows up, you pay a fee every day to go in and tear it apart.
That's the runs taken care of. Now we move in.
Stop right there, you bounty hunter trash.
More of them? Why can't they just let us take one little ship? Looks like we have to take these irritating Imperials out of the equation.
And I've just been going like up the list. Like you just go to your computer and it's like, which ship do you want, and then you bring it in and whatnot. But
All right, now you're ours. You
I've just been going up the list of them, so like I'm pretty sure they're all
Nasty
available
Pasty
to me
Zero,
at this point.
providing
But,
backup as requested.
oh God, more of course.
About time. And for the last time, those aren't our code names. Copy that, Cupcake One. Still don't understand all this fuss over one tiny bomber, but whatever. I'm just paid to fly. Because it's new and shiny, you simpleton. Now get them, get them, get them!
But anyway, it had been so long, especially with some of like the larger ships that they've given me, or that I've been taking apart. They've taken so long to get everything, and I finally got to on the list there another small ship. I think it's the last small ship. It took absolutely no time whatsoever to rip that fucker apart. Like, I finished it and I was like, why can't they all be like this? Like, why can't I get through them all this? Like,
thanks, partner. That was close.
like you would think with small, medium, and large ships, you know,
Hello? Anybody? Back up!
it would,
Nasty Pasty, are you there?
you'd think that, you know, the amount of time would be like, it takes you, let's say, an hour to get through a small ship. So maybe an hour and a half for a medium one and 2 hours for a large. No. It takes me like many hours to get through a large ship.
My name's Forlom, and I'll be your new temporary owner. Please feel free to discard any current pilots at the nearest spaceport.
You bounty hunter scoundrel! I'll see that you pay for this! If not in credits, then in whatever buttons or rocks you call a currency, you will pay!
Copy that, Cupcake One. Speaking of paying, I owe you big time for saving me back there. You know what? Why don't you take this ship, and me while you're at it? We make a good team.
Yeah. Got both a ship and a character. Forlom. By him. A chrome TIE bomber. Buy that. And then I also saw another ship up here that I apparently hadn't bought yet. Oh, that's weird. Did I get it though? I apparently did not. Okay. Oh, and it looks like we have some new characters as well. Oh, well, okay, that's just one that we already had. Oh, and Finn, that makes sense. Oh, okay, cool. Alright. I don't know why you're telling me to turn around. I need to land there, you jackass. But yeah, it's just a little ridiculous. And the lockpicking as well. It's both better and worse than most of them. It has your very standardized, at this point, you know, lockpicking where you have the bobby pin and you move it left or right and then you try and open the lock, and if it doesn't work you gotta adjust and whatnot, right? Like your standard, like Skyrim, Fallout, whatever, right? That kind of lockpicking. But as with the cutting torch, unlike Skyrim and Fallout and that, it's super hard to break a lockpick. I honestly not quite sure how you would even manage it because I have yet to break a single lockpick. And it's not like I take like, I just like move it. It's like, did it work? No. Did it work? No. Did it work? And until it eventually works, like.
There's been an awakening.
Is that is a grapple thing on top. So yeah, it's technically better than like Skyrim and that, purely because it's so much harder to break your lockpick. And the thing is, if in like Skyrim and Fallout, that if it breaks your lockpick, you know, whatever. It's not like it matters that you broke your lockpick. The only thing that sucks about it is that, oh, I didn't realize that was part of it.
If that had power, we could finally have some bang and shoots in here.
The only thing that sucks about it in Skyrim and that is that for them, I think anyway, when you break a lockpick, it then resets its position to the start.
Yeah. We should dig that ancient record up. Now that's more like it.
There we go. Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. It looks like I need to rotate it and then pull it down. Oh, right here. But yeah, just like with the cutting torch, you have to do it so often. That's to the point now where if there's like 3 things that I need to lockpick in the same room, I just plant an explosive and blow it up because I'm just not dealing with it. It's just so fucking annoying to deal with that it's just not worth it. And pull.
Dig in, you greedy butler. Yeah.
And yeah, it's it's just not worth it. It is nice that you basically can't break a lockpick though, like, you know. Because as I said, it's not like it's the worst thing in the world in the other games, but at the same time, it's, you know, just nice that you don't need to worry about it. Okay, so this would let 3PO in. Okay, I guess I'll exit. Nope, not what I wanted to do. I thought that that would make him let go of the thing. Okay. Why can't I push it any further? Is there something in front of it? Really? That tiny fucking pile of gold? Oh, okay. Aha! Over here, I'm guessing. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's it. I mean, they also have zip lines, but they're absolutely horrendous the way you have to use them. So even they're like fairly worthless. The only real way to use them, as far as I can tell, where they're actually useful is you place one like right near where you get on the ship, and then you just place one down near the end where the door to whatever the central location is. Like most ships have like the interior section with all the rooms and the bridge at the top of it and whatnot, you know. And that's pretty much the only place that you set it, and you don't actually get to use it as a zip line. And that's because most of the ships have so much crap on them that even if you wanted to put the zip line so that like you're coming from up high down, you're not going to manage it because there's too much shit in the road. And then there's also a fair amount of okay, what is with this? Yeah, why is there nobody actually here though? Oh, also we got a new data card, so I can buy another one of these. Okay, let's see. Side missions. Yeah, locked, makes sense. Puzzles. Are they all done? Yes, all the ones that we can anyway. Oh, apparently we have... Oh, whoops. A new mission in Naboo, though. Oh, and that's not it either. Alright. Okay, but we're at Takodana. And it says that the space one isn't available yet, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's head over to Naboo. And Theed, because apparently we did something that unlocked another mission there. See, we're still having Luke spawn on the front of our ship for some reason. It's so weird. Such a weird thing. It's a good thing when occasionally one of them falls off, it doesn't somehow count as a death. Because I imagine that would very much break the game. if during travel suddenly we were somehow dead. Alright, let's see. Where are we going? Okay, it must be inside one of the buildings then. Our new mission. Okay. Oh, there it is. That's weird. Wait, no, wasn't it a side mission that unlocked though? Although I guess, yeah, we get reward or get Kyber bricks as rewards for them too. Not for some reason, whenever I see side mission, I expect to get like a character or a vehicle out of it, not just a Kyber brick. All right, let's see what's in here. Oh, and we will get a character out of it as well.
Might
Oh, that's
I
the announcer
trouble
guy from
you
the pod
to
racing.
assist an aspiring scholar in her studies?
Sure.
I long to study fascinating stuff, but not to worry. A seasoned traveler, such as yourself. Marvelous. What I'm after is a specific idol from 3 different planets. Yavin 4, Takodana, and the marshlands of our very own Naboo. Bring one of each to me, so I might study them.
Okay. I mean, I get that you don't like flying. I guess taking the taxi would count as flying though, wouldn't it? Because I was gonna say, couldn't you just like take the taxi over there? But I guess that is still flying, even if they keep you close to the. Well, that's the thing, right? Like these people who are scared of flying, if we get to a point where hover cars are the norm, right, and like everybody's flying, would the fear of flying still be applied, or would it be like they need to get to a certain height? You know, like I don't know. I don't know anybody who's particularly scared of flying. But at the same time, maybe I do. Have you never flown with anybody? I mean, maybe I do know somebody who's scared of flying. I don't know. You know, when you don't travel, you don't really find that kind of stuff out about people. So, I mean, you know, maybe. Because I imagine that it still counts as flying, right? It would probably just be a thing where, like, it depends on the person. Like, some people are scared of flying, not necessarily because it's flying, but because of how high you get. Or it might be, like, you know, scared of flying because of, like, you know, all the stuff that goes into an airplane and that. But if it was, like, a flying car and you weren't going, like, into the cloud layer, maybe it would be fine, you know? I don't know. Where the fuck am I going for this thing? Also, why do you tell me to travel to Dakar? Give me the fucking quest that I'm on, you jackass. Stupid game. Oh, okay. Hey, do you know where this thing is?
There's a whole heap of treasure type stuff down in the basement.
Alright. Basement it is. I mean, we got this whole treasure room and everything, right? Apparently it was not in the treasure room. That makes sense. It would be kind of weird if they made you, solve another puzzle. Oh, there you go, found it. I don't know where, but we found it, apparently. Oh. I've been watching an old, State of Decay Let's Play. Not mine. I think I did a Let's Play in State of Decay. It's kind of made me want to play State of Decay again. I don't know if I do the first one or the second one, though. Because I haven't got all the achievements in the second one. I think they're all fairly doable. I don't really remember. It's been a long time since I looked at it. But that's got to be on the outside of the temple, eh? Oh, no, well, maybe. Oh wait, yeah. But at the same time, you know, I have Ship Graveyard Simulator going. I still have Hogwarts Legacy going. So it's like, and I think I uninstalled State of Decay 2. So it's like, do I really want to install and play a completely different game while I still have other ones on the go? Because I mean, odds are after I'm done playing this, I'll probably play some Hogwarts Legacy.
Sorry, you can thank my...
And work on that, but I can't imagine that I'm that close to... Well, to be fair, story-wise, I'm probably fairly close to finishing it. I mean, there's 4 trials in the game. It's like your main quest line, basically. Just to find and do... Oh, look at that. That's the first one I actually saw before I picked it up. And I've already done 3 of them. So, I mean, I imagine that I'm fairly close. Just gotta find and do the 4th one. I say find, it's the main quest line takes you to them. And then, yeah.
You have returned, and you've brought every idol I asked for. Marvelous, simply marvelous. Studying these will give me great insight into the civilizations of these planets. And any that don't will at least serve as a beautiful paperweight or doorstop. Thank you kindly, and may we meet again.
Alright. There we go. I was tired of them switching me off of her. Alright, now it still showed that I had... Oh, right, I forgot to buy them. Damn it. I keep forgetting that when that pops up, you can just click on it and it'll take you right there. Alright. Now this said that we did have more side missions to do. Oh, Tatooine? Yup. Oh, and wow, there's still even more. Man, maybe this will end up being a 2-parter. There was Espa, right? Yeah, it must be, because Mos Eisley is done. I didn't really expect this to be a 2-part with Maz's castle, but I guess if it unlocked a bunch of other shit. Hopefully none of them will send us to the, I mean, we haven't landed on the Rebel base yet, so I imagine that it can't send us there. Because, like, that's got to be, like, a whole, like, cutscene story thing when we first land, right? At least I would imagine so.
You need to ride somewhere else? Look no further.
Alright, let's see. Okay, it looks like this one is going to be inside as well. Nope. Here. Nope. Nope. Gotta be here then, right? Yep. Of course, it was the last door I checked. I do like that they let you do that. That is nice. There's quite a few games that I played where you look at your map and it's like, okay, but do I need something that's in there? And it's like, oh, you better go in there and find out. We're not going to let you see in there unless you're actually standing in it. Oh,